Game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Arizona's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for him today. That's...
Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
On those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Baylor Bears offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense.
There he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Robertson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prentice. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there. He does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Bears come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On third and goal, they'll throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's no good. He missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic three. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They booted away on 4th down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Prentice. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Robertson. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cameron. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Hunter. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle, it's Hudson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's in Arizona.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Robertson. That's reeled in, it's Cameron. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Here comes the noise as this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. Pulls and fired complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up. Play aggressive. Try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Hudson. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Get it out on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Right on the money. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's as if these guys have been allergic to the end zone. They'll try to overcome it on 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The jet sweep pass. Inside the 25. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to safety. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball, and it's live.
And what a time to do it. Tie ball game, 2nd half. You always talk about offense, you always talk about defense, but the special teams field goal block unit coming up big for this team.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
To the air on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Burnett. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Leaves it with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Touchdown, Arizona! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
They'll try to tack on an extra point here deep in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Using his legs, it's Washington. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them, they're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got it in the middle, it's Cameron. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Makes the grab.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and you got to love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure that don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.